Hello friends, and welcome to my hobby home. My name is Cathy. Thank you so much for joining me. If you're new here, welcome. I'm so happy you've come along. If you're not, thank you so much for coming back. I do appreciate each and every one of you. Y'all make this possible. So I am showing you what I have going on here right now. Yes, it is my Silverstone, not Silverman, y'all, Silverstone. Don't forget to get your photos in the Facebook post in the group. If you are not a member of the group and you are joining along doing the Silverstone, I have a link down in the description so you can go to the Facebook group. You will have to join. Click on featured at the top of the page and you will see I have 3 sew-alongs going on. The Silverstone, Grandma Scrap Quilt, and the Disappearing 4-patch. If you are working on the Silverstone, if you are doing the Silverstone, make sure to go and comment under that post and put photos, even if you just cut your fabric out. Because the last day of the month, August 31st, I will be pulling a random person that has commented and put a photo of their quilts in there. I will be pulling a random winner. Sorry about that. My husband let my cat in. I will be pulling a random winner to win an appreciation gift bag. It's going to have all kinds of goodies in it. So, you see my Silverstone right here on my table. What I am doing is, thought I would just come and chit chat with you guys, but I'm also trimming up my Silverstone. And I'm double checking my seams to make sure everything is okay with my seams, because I told y'all the debacle had happened. I carried it to the long arm and we found I was in a hurry when I did it. I will admit I was in a hurry. Wait, baby. And I missed like one whole piece of sashing. It's like I almost missed over half of it. But yeah, that was something else. But I'm trying to get all of these little hanging threads out. My goodness, I got a kitty cat playing at my feet. Because I want to take it up there clean today. When I take it up there, I think I'm going to take it Friday. I want to take it as free of threads as I possibly can. And I know I have just these little scissors. I know these aren't the little snippets, but I love these scissors, y'all. They are from Creative Notions, and I use them all the time. Love them. So, if you're not subscribed to Creative Notions, hey, this is things that you can get in your box. Cute little scissors. Love them. I am just going to be chit-chatting and doing this. Just trying to clean up some of these frays, because I don't know if you can see it, but I've got a lot of fraying on this fabric. And yes, I did starch. It just frayed. I'm just trying to clean it up some so it's not so bad. And I'm checking my seams in the process of it to make sure everything caught real well. So I have it folded up like this, and I'm just, you know, this is not the fun part of quilting by any means, and I am going to mark anywhere I may need to do something. Like this right here, I need to trim. Had to get my little tool out here. What I'm going to do is just tuck all of this under. Oop, I've got a thread right there that needs to come out. This is the not glorious part of quilting. Everybody has to do it. It's not fun. Nobody likes trimming all the threads off and trimming it. I don't anyway. I don't like trimming all the edges and lining everything up. That's just not, I don't like doing that. That's not the fun part. And I mean, I'm not going to try to get every single little string off of it, but if I can clean it up just a little bit, I am. See, like I got a lot of little threads right here. Clip those all off. And yeah, I'm just going to kind of give you a little tidbit tip here. I've got something in the works. It's not something that'll happen this year. Maybe next year. Maybe. I've got to get my contacts in order for this. Something that I'm wanting to do. And if it pans out, y'all will be the first to know. Something that I wanted to do this year, but could not work it out. But I may be able to next year. So, okay, I have another piece right here that needs to be trimmed. So I'm going to roll that piece up under there. I'm going to get all them threads going the outward direction. So when I trim this edge off, it takes all them threads with it. Okay, so I've got that straightened up. So now what I'm going to do is start trying to get all these threads, because I've got so many threads on this thing, it's crazy. I can't imagine this is easy to long arm with all these threads. It's just a mess. I mean, so tell me what y'all do. I mean, what do y'all do when you've got all these threads going on? I mean, how do you control it? What, baby? My little Oscar's wanting... yeah, y'all may be able to see him. Come on. He may jump up here, he may not. Sometimes he does, sometimes he don't. But what do y'all do to control the fraying? I've seen some spray stuff, like Fray Ease or something like that. Hey. And y'all probably see right here, this is my pressed flowers, y'all. I picked it up today. It is beautiful. I love it. I love this red fabric. I don't even know if this was Bunny Hill Designs that let me see, who is this? What line is this? Yeah, it is Bunny Hill Designs. It is the Flower Farm. That's... the backing is the Flower Farm. It's so pretty. I love it. But I am going to be getting it ready to bind, which if I have enough time this evening, I'm going to get my fabrics and go on and sew them together and then press them out so I can bind. Yeah, I'm losing my train of thought here. Just sitting here sewing, trying to clean up my quilt. And this is the part that you don't see normally. But I thought, why not show them? It's part of quilting. And I've been really bad at it lately. I have not done a good job. And Miss Dee Dee will attest to that. I have not done a good job checking my quilts. I normally, once I get them done, I'm like, I'm done. You know, I don't even check it. I don't, like this one, I didn't even press, and I'm just like, I know better. I'm better than that. So I thought, well, why not bring y'all along so y'all could see the not so fabulous side of quilting. I mean, this is something everybody has to do. You know, you have to get all these threads off of it. And, you know, to make it pretty. See, like I have some raveling there that come out through the seam. And I will press, and like I've got a lot of raveling right here that I'm going to just trim it out. Making sure we're looking good. I'm trying to make sure that all my seams are caught here. I will press also, but I know when I go pressing, I'm going to have to vacuum my floor before I press, because there's a lot of little strings down here that I need to get up before I press. So y'all won't see me press. See, and I just keep finding string after string here. I'm going to now open it up and fold it this direction. Get all these threads off of it. But this quilt will be going to the long armor. Yeah, this right here is the sashing that I missed like half of it. I was in such a hurry to get it done, and that till I just made a mess of it. And I do not like making a mess of it. I should do better. I should know better. Because I have to take pride in the work I do, and if I rush it and don't do everything I need to do, then it doesn't look as nice as it could. Okay, so this side looks pretty good. I'm checking all my edges. I'm going to, like I said, I'm going to try to press this out tonight. I may not. I think Tammy has a live tonight that I will probably be joining her. I think she's a little later than me, her time zone. But see, I am just pulling these threads right on out. And these threads that just pull right out, they're where the fabric raveled on the inside and got stuck in the seam, and I'm just sliding them out. Making sure everything looks good. I don't want any seams coming apart. And that's why now I think a border is so important. Like if you have rough edges and stuff, you can put a border on there. Now I'm going to fold this one back this way. I'm looking at all my little points and everything. I need to open my quilt up here to get all these strings. So guys, I'm hoping y'all are having a great start to your week. You've got half the week over now. And I know I have a few people I need to check on that I watch online. I have a few people that one that I know is not feeling well, and I hope he starts feeling well. He'll know who he is if he watches me. And I have another one that someone else even mentioned it today. She's gone MIA, and I think she's probably working though. I don't think there's anything wrong. I think she's just been working. You know, there's a lot of us that work jobs outside of YouTube. YouTube is just fun. Let me assure you, I don't make enough on YouTube to quit work. I make enough on YouTube to have my quilt quilted. So that that is my YouTube budget. It goes into me to get quilts done. And sometimes to buy fabrics and stuff like that. Well, yeah, it looks like, I thought this was, yeah, I'm sorry, my ear itching. I thought this was worse off than it actually is. I mean, there are a lot of threads. There are a lot of threads. But, you know, anytime you say there's a lot of threads, I'm just hoping I've got everything caught. Make sure my seams are caught good. Because I don't want to take it back in it to have something. Now, I'm not going to say I'm going to catch everything. It's very likely I'm going to miss something. Because I can't catch everything. I mean, I wish my eyes was better than that. And I did catch everything. But I am getting a lot of threads off of this, though. See, oops, need my scissors here. I got a thread that raveled and is stuck. So this, I will take a photo of it and put in the Facebook group, the Silverstone Facebook posting. Yeah, I'll have that in there for you guys so y'all can see my updates with the Silverstone. I think I'm there. I think I'm good. Because I looked on the outside pieces first. Oops. See, I told you I'd miss something. These could be caught from the floor. But I just noticed it looks like I have... Nope, that's okay. It may be missing like a stitch. But it's okay. I don't think it's big enough to mess anything up. Now, I know I could go to the bottom of this quilt and the underneath, but I'm not going to. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is just fold this quilt up for it to go to the long arm. I know this is not how they fold it, but it's the easiest way for me to fold it and make sure I have all the edges. And y'all, I think my quilt actually squared up pretty close, if not right on. But I don't know, I never pay attention to that. As long as I got a completed quilt, I'm happy. It don't matter if it squares up or not. It will matter once I get it quilted, you know, if it don't square up. It'll matter then. Because I'll be like, why didn't I do this any better? Yep, it is looking good. I'm still picking off little threads here. But this is the unsung part of quilt making. Is that you have to get all your strings off. You have to check your seams. I don't know, I may not. Yeah, I probably do need to press this. Because I see a ripple in that there, and I don't like that ripple. So what I'm going to do is lay that over here on my ironing board. And I'm going to pause y'all and get my machine set up. Well, no, I don't have to get my machine set up, but I'm going to pause you so I can grab some fabric. Okay, so now I am back and I have y'all over here on the other side of my sewing table. And you see I have a pattern here. Well, guess what? This is the pattern to the project bag that I did for you guys yesterday. I did not put it up last night. And I need to put it away because I will be making more of these. I really like that pattern. It's a very big project bag. Really like it. And I need to cut my iron on. So I've got my project bag out of the way there. Let me cut my iron on. Okay, so you will see I have my fabrics here to bind my pressed flowers. Now see, I don't know why I didn't grab my binding for my Craftsman. Probably because I just got my pressed flowers and I want to get it done. So I've got my marking tool. I've got, oh, I should use my pencil that I got in my sew sampler box. Let me grab that. Okay, I got my sew line pencil. I've not used this before. So what I am doing, I am making my borders for the pressed flowers. So I have my fabrics here, and I think I had to cut 8 of them for this. Not real sure, but what I'm doing, of course, you know, when you make your binding, you put right sides together as best you can. Now I do mark my fabrics. I do mark them, I pin them, and I mark them just because for me it is easier to do that way. And I want to make sure that I'm not messing anything up, especially when it comes to the binding, because I don't have any more of this fabric. I don't think I do. I may have a strip or 2 left. Okay, so now I have, well, that didn't leave a mark. I may need the blue on this one. Let me try it again. I put more of the white out, the white lead or pencil or whatever that is. Yep, that's not, the white's not going to work on this. It's not dark enough for me to see it. I literally cannot see any white on this. Now, this that I use right here, it is a friction pen. It disappears with heat. So I'm going to be sewing and chatting and talking and all at the same time. So y'all just stay with me. And I know I'm kind of crooked on my machine, but it's because I had to push my machine all the way over so I could do this. Because otherwise I have no cutting space. I probably need to do this too when I'm making a quilt, when I'm quilting, but it's really hard to sew like that. And this is not like a sewing table. It is a table, but I have stuff under the table. It kind of stores things for me. So guys, we're just kind of having a Wednesday night chat. Oh, I forgot to tell y'all. Today, when I came in from work, of course, I work in my little garden every day when I come home from work. I get a piece or 2 of okra. Well, it had been a couple days since I've been able to go out to my garden. And, oh my goodness, y'all. I will put a picture in right here, somewhere over here, of my basket that I got. I have okra. I have cayenne peppers. I have Tabasco peppers. I left the basil and all that. I think I'm just going to let the basil go to flour now, because I think I'm done freeze drying. Whoops. Y'all see my little Oscar has decided, what you doing? What you doing, Oscar? He's decided to come visit. What? What? Come on. Come on. Come on. He wants me to lean back so he can climb up on top of me. He likes to have his pettings. But he don't want you to pick him up. He does his own thing. What is it, boy? What is it? Now he's going to lay on my arm there where I can't move it. You're going to have to hop up. There you go. He's a sweet baby. But my husband tells me all the time, he's definitely your cat because he won't let me do that. And what? What are you doing? And he does not do this to my husband. He only does it to me. Do you want out of the room? What, sweetheart? What? What? But, okay, I gotta scoot over. He's going to ride the chair with me. But, so what I'm doing is, I'm just making a long piece of fabric for a border here. And as far as my garden goes, y'all, I'm just so pleased with it. I've got cucumbers that's not put off any cucumbers yet, but I planted them, you know, they're like a second planting. The first planting did not like those, but I think I have plenty of time to harvest some pickling cucumbers. And this is why my machine's way over here, so I can scoot back and forth for you guys, and I can get work done and talk at the same time. I don't know, it may be distracting. I may mess up. That is the reason I do one piece at a time, is because I can mess up so easy. I have done it so many times. So many times. But I'm getting my border fabric ready because I want to get that pressed flowers done. I have several quilts that need to be bound. I have my pressed flowers. I have that little bee quilt. I have my Craftsman. I think those are the 3 that I have that need to be bound. But quilted, I still have my bobbin blooms that needs to be quilted, and I think that may be the only one. No, the boo wall hanger, table runner, whatever it is. I'm not sure what it is. And y'all keep your eye out for the spooky box. If you are interested in receiving that, I think it came out like the first 2 weeks of September last year. It's Fat Quarter Shop Spooky Box. That had some really cute stuff in it. It was really, really cute. I like getting those novelty boxes and trying patterns out in them, because I'm probably not going to buy patterns like that. And because, you know, Halloween just isn't my holiday. But I like pumpkins, and I like fall, and I like things like that, just mainly because it's ease of decorating. You know, Halloween is, you can't, well, you could leave it up all year long if you wanted to, but you have autumn, and then Thanksgiving, and then you have Christmas. You know, you have your wintry. So I kind of like to decorate for the season and not necessarily a holiday. Although I decorate for Christmas. I have not gone all out decorating for Christmas in years. With my son being deployed, I think my daughter had to come and put my tree up. I don't remember. I might have put 1 tree up, whereas I normally put 3 trees up. I know I don't have room for 3 trees, but I would put 1 on my covered porch and plug it up. And I'm probably going to do that again this year. And I would have 1, well, I had a little bitty one that I would put kind of like in the foyer area between the dining room and the kitchen. And then I'd put 2 in the living room, actually. I have a little Santa boot Christmas tree, and it's just a tiny tree that I would put up. And I'd set that one on my fireplace. That's where I put all of my children's ornaments that were personalized. And then my big tree, it was my decorated tree. And I'll tell you, I'm not some Better Home and Garden Christmas tree person. I love them beautiful trees. And I just do a traditional Christmas tree. You know, those trees are pretty and all, but they're not, they don't have meanings to me. They don't. But I always love Christmas. And my aunt, if she's watching, she's going to laugh about this because this is kind of like a tradition in our family. When we were little, my sister and I guess, I don't know that it was Sonic, but it was a place like Sonic, I think. We had gone there and got something to eat, and I guess it was somebody told me that's what it was. It was kind of like a kid's meal. And we got a little plastic Snoopy in it. And at Christmas time, I think the Snoopy was probably mine. At Christmas time, we were asked, I think if what we wanted to put on the tree, or I asked if I could put it on the tree. But somehow Snoopy has ended up on the Christmas tree ever since I was little bitty. And I mean, Snoopy is always on the tree. And all he was like a Happy Meal toy. So, but parents, grandparents, aunts, uncles, whatever, this is a lesson that is hard learned. Once your kids grow up and get out of the house, it's like, let them do it. It's a Christmas tree. Let them decorate it however they want to. When my kids were growing up, I'm going to admit, I had to have the pretty Christmas tree, and we did, kind of stay traditional, but I had the pretty Christmas tree, and I didn't let them just put anything on the tree. Now, we did, when my kids were little, put like their little handprints and the little things that they made from school. We put that on the tree, because those were precious, and I actually still have them. I have one actually right here. Let me grab it. This right here, I'm going to cover, was my child's. You see it says Jam on there. That's the program that young children were in at our church. And they made little stockings and put their pictures on them. And my sweet little boy, he was in Jam at that time, and made me a Christmas stocking. I thought that was so sweet. I have a lot, and the only reason I still have that one out was because I found it. It must have fallen out of my decorations box because I had put it in a basket that was on top of like my Christmas wrap box, and I bet it fell out, and I just put it in that basket. But when I took everything out of that room, I brought it in here and hung it up in here so I don't lose it. And now I'll have to make sure to hang it back up, because if I don't, I will lose it. What, Oscar? Well, y'all, my kitty cat is definitely trying to get my attention. And it looks like we've been sitting here chatting almost 50 minutes. I know I will edit some out for you guys, because y'all don't want to be sitting here no 50 minutes. But I am going to get up and let him out, because he probably wants outside. And I am actually going to call it an early night tonight. I do need to check and see. Y'all check out. Well, tonight is Tuesday night. Y'all see this on Wednesday. If y'all have not checked out the Siberian Wind, that is Tammy. Y'all, she does some fabulous stuff. She actually had a quilt place. I don't know if it was the state fair or something. And I know there's so many people out there that's put quilts in state fairs and stuff. But, y'all, to me, that's just amazing, because I do not have I'm not brave enough to do that. Not yet. I want to put one in my local quilt show. And But I want to do that first. I want to put one in my local quilt show first. And then, you know, get feedback on it to try to figure out how to, you know, do a quilt to enter in a quilt show. Not that I want to do a lot of them to enter in a quilt show because, well, not to say that I don't do my absolute best on all my quilts. Well, we all know the Silverstone is a different story. I was in a rush and was just trying to get it to the long arm. But normally, I do my absolute best. I try to catch things in it. And each quilt I make is a learning experience. I do learn something different with each quilt, such as slow down, such as trim your squares, such as if you have fraying, cut it while it's happening. Don't wait until you get the whole quilt put together, because the whole quilt is big and that leaves a lot of fraying. But because if you take care of problems when they're small, they don't become a big problem. But you know, I mean, I learn something every quilt I make. Like when I carried my pressed flowers to the long armor, I was sitting there kicking myself going, I should have gotten yardage for the backing for this, cause from the pressed flowers. That sugarberry line is what it was. I had yardage, but it wasn't enough. But I didn't even buy it for backing. But the one thing I learned from that was it didn't matter, because the backing I have is the backing that should have been on that quilt. It is from Flower Farm. It is Bunny Hill Designs, but it's the Flower Farm line, and it's absolutely beautiful. I mean, beautiful. I love it. I had to move it over there because I needed my iron. But guys, thank you so much for joining me tonight. I'm just doing a little catch up, little bits and pieces. This is kind of like a little behind the scenes that y'all never see. Y'all never see me doing my binding. Well, you know what? I think I only got 2 strips. We can do this. Y'all never see me do like the behind the scenes stuff, like the binding, the trimming. Y'all don't see me do that. You're not going to see me do it on the pressed flowers either. I don't know that I'm going to get that trimmed tonight. That's probably a weekend thing when I have a little more time. But this weekend, y'all is so busy. And today, when y'all see this, my grandbaby's first birthday. So it's going to take everything I have to not go see her, because I'll probably FaceTime her. But I know I will have to come in and I will have to record, because I had grandbabies over the weekend, which meant I got no recording done, so I wasn't even 1 video ahead, not even 1. So I'm recording these the day before you see it, which is perfectly fine because I was going to sew anyway. It's just I like to have a couple videos ahead, so work like this I can do and listen to other YouTubers while I do it. And I didn't get to do that. I did not get to get a single video ahead this past weekend, and perfectly fine. I will take making memories with them grandbabies over sewing any day. I love spending time with my grandbabies. And they're just growing up so fast. My grandson, he turned 8 months old. He turned 8 months old 6 days ago. So, by Christmas time, I will have 2 1-year-olds. Is that not sweet? That is just precious. So now y'all know why I have to do the Christmas stuff. This year I have not put my train out. I have one of the little trains that goes around the Christmas tree. I have not put that out probably in 10 years. But it's coming out this year. Them grandbabies are going to have them a train going around the Christmas tree. And I'm going to see if I have the time. I'm going to try to see if I can have grandbabies during the holidays. And I'm going to see if I can take time off for my grandbabies, which will be awesome. It'd be great if I could take 2 weeks off, because technically it's only 4 days. And that way I could have my grandbabies here at Christmas. Now, I know they have other places to go, but I would love for my kids to even come and stay. You know, so we could do Christmas preparations, things like that. That would be so much fun. Start a new tradition. But guys, now I'm done. I have all of my binding done. So all I have to do now is I press these open. I don't know if you press them side to side, but I'm going to press all of my seams open, and then I'm going to fold in half and press. So once again, thank you so much for joining me today. I do hope you've enjoyed just the little chit-chatting going on, the behind the scenes that I do. And I appreciate each and every one of you. It does mean the world to me that you come and see what's going on. Do leave a comment. Tell me what you think. I do try to respond to each and every comment personally. And as always, until I see you again, have a very blessed day. Goodbye.